Good morning, folks. Latest from the Yelverton lab. Many of you know we're having a lot of fun moving matter with nothing more than electromagnetism. Turns out that by mirroring the layers of Earth and controlling the flow of current, we can create rivers, valleys, trenches, and even what appears to be ocean breezes. Last night, he sent me a close-up of the electrical carving. Let's enjoy that here for a moment. Let's start the news today with yet another six-pointer. Anyone not think this is an uptick? That's 8 big quakes in 14 days compared to less than 1 per week since the beginning of December. We're in the Indian Ocean here to make a point. You're looking at the named tropical storm out in the center of the waters, but his pattern appears mirrored all over. Indeed, when we pull up the pressure overlay, the Antarctic lows are far more powerful than the one with the name. However, where the lower latitude disruption takes the cake is in the precipitable water. We're going to use that same analysis over to the east and northern Australia. Clearly, even just the wind overlay shows it's not the strongest pressure cell, but it's got all the precipitable water of the group, so our focus remains there as cyclone warnings are issued for the northwest coast. Weather shares from Europe were a mixed bag yesterday. I know some of you must have gotten hit pretty hard. The low in question did shift itself further northeast than I would have anticipated, but it is maintaining its pressure, the most powerful storm in the northern hemisphere. Again, let's take another look at the west coast drought relief. Long line of water spinning through the reinforcing pressure cells. Both of them are pushing the precipitation towards the coastline there. Let's take a quick look at last night's news. Slight comeback to the density. That is what's pushing us back into geomagnetic instability. Stream impact could be imminent along with geomagnetic storms if it gets here quickly enough. Well, the density variation came quick. It's continuing now with waning speed but increased plasma temperature, and indeed we got our geomagnetic storm briefly. I'm still waiting for the coronal hole stream speed. Solar flares can't muster much of anything. The sun was pretty much quiet all day. Got some magnetic potential to the furthest incomer visible now, and as we ponder the lack of flaring and disappointing sunspots, let's ponder further its ability to cause radiation storms per Dr. Phillips' post, stating just such a possibility because we're magnetically connected to those big departing spots. Look at the Earth connection. It would initially appear as though he made a mistake, with the departing groups nowhere near the current Earth portal. However, there is not just one connective point to our star. Over on the more specific interactions, we see 2 main groupings of connectivity. The one to the right is dead on those departing spots. You can even see them on the chart, leaving the left bunch to sit firmly where the blue dot is. Perhaps there needs to be more than one dot because Earth is connected to 2 main spots, and then there's that one minor connection wrapped nearly the whole way around the backside. Had no major solar eruptions in the last day. In addition to flaring, those filaments could destabilize at any moment to produce CMEs, so might as well keep watching. Greece is showing foreshock activity again, folks. Eyes open. No fear, it's 6:25 a.m. Eastern Time, and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.